I hope you had a meaningful Anzac Day and got to thoroughly enjoy the long weekend we could experience. But as expected, auction activity was quieter last weekend. Only 2 auctions took place across our neighbourhood, so naturally we did see a lift in the private sales. In total, there were 14 homes that changed hands in the days leading up to that auction weekend, which is a really solid result for a very shortened week. One of those sales was a quiet off-market sale that I helped put together for a client. She was keen to sell without going public, and I was able to match her apartment with the buyers that I knew were active and had capacity in that 800,000 to 850,000 range. Now, off-market sales, look, they're really straightforward. Without the open market to generate that competition, it takes real groundwork, a solid understanding of who's genuinely ready to buy, and of course what they can spend. Now, when you get the match right, it's a really great outcome, and it proves that genuine buyer relationships are still so important to what we do today. Now, to this weekend, well, there's only a handful of auctions on the calendar. So you may have noticed there's only 1 auction today in Hampton, none in Beaumaris, 2 in Blackrock, 2 in Sandringham, 3 in Blackrock, and absolutely none in Hyatt. However, despite that quiet auction calendar, there's been a huge surge in new listings. Just in the past 4 days, there's been 12 new properties come to the market in Hampton, 7 in Beaumaris, 11 in Sandringham, 5 in Blackrock, and 9 in Hyatt, meaning that's 44 new properties in total that have come to the market in the last 4 days. 23 houses, 5 townhouses, 9 units, and 40 apartments. Now, you're probably going, well, why? Well, what's the rush? It's just classic post-holiday timing. Many sellers have held off listing their property through the Easter Anzac Day break and waiting for clarity on our federal election and for buyers to return to the market. Now that those events are almost behind us, the market's reactivated pretty much overnight, and sellers are keen to capture that momentum while the buyer demand is still there. I'm also noting a really clear shift in the conversations with buyers and sellers that I'm having over the past 10 days, now that the election's almost finished. There's a sense of, well, you know what? Okay, we can finally get on with things. People are ready to make decisions again. There's that confidence returning to the process. If you've been on the fence about should I sell, should I buy, or you just want to get a feel for what's happening locally, now's a really good time to talk, because I think there's energy returning to the market at last, and the opportunities are opening up with it for you. Have a great weekend ahead. Look forward to chatting soon.